Hey guys, we're back, and I got the oil pan off. It is a 2-bolt main block, which is what I thought, because we replaced the pan gasket when we first got the truck a while back. But here's something you want to try to give yourself a heart attack. Got the pan off, and on the screen, the oil filter, it's like debris everywhere. On there's a piece that fell into the block, and actually down, if you can see it down there, it's down inside that piston and a couple other places. But about gave myself a freaking heart attack, because of course I'm thinking, what in the world is that? And I have no clue of what this is, but it's also in the oil pan, and we had this apart the first time. I had the pan off of it. It didn't have no sludge in it. Granted, that was, you know, a while back, but it's pretty sludgy now. It's pretty thick. But anyway, there's whatever that is down in the pan also. Now, when I seen it, of course, I freak. And what's that one? Same thing. Okay. So of course I see it and I freak. And what the only good thing about this is I have no idea. Well, that actually looks like a piece of metal. That's not good. But the other one is the one that's on the oil pump screen up here. And down there, I had, oh, it's over here, a magnet, and stuck it to it. It wouldn't stick. One piece actually broke apart, so I don't know if it's old gasket from something else that the oil pump was sucking up. Yeah, there's some right there. You can see it down there on the crank. So I have no clue. I mean, whatever it is rock hard, and I squeeze it with my fingers, and let me try to wipe this piece off. Yeah, that is definitely a piece of metal. That ain't good. But I stuck the one, so it should stick. I had this old magnet, so of course, yeah, and it sticks. Okay, so that's the only piece I've seen so far that sticks. I have no idea what in the world that is. So this is not good. This might delay plans, well, at least for this motor anyway, because I don't see, and from what I can tell anyway by looking at it, I don't see anything. It's broke, but obviously something is damaged. I have no clue what it is. It's definitely not a good situation, so I'll look into it, try to figure something out, and if I can come up with something, I'll let you know. But I have no clue what that is, but it's nice and shiny. It's like piston collar, so hopefully nothing catastrophic happened. It's kind of odd because, you know, we had it running good. There's no engine noise, no engine smoke. So I don't know, but I will dig into it and find out, because I popped the pan off because I was going to change the, put the new oil pump on and the steel shaft and everything, the oil pan gasket and everything today. But now it might be a different issue. So I'll get to looking at it and I'll let you know. Here's a couple more things I happen to find. This is the plastic piece that holds the shaft and the oil pump together. As you can see, it's all the way down against the pump. Let me get over here where you can see it. It's all the way down against the pump, and it is cracked. And that's not good, because you can see, oh, thank God, I don't know if I can get my finger in there and show you, but they, you can see that movement or not, but if you can, let me see if I can get in there. That is why that plastic piece is supposed to be on there, to keep that from coming apart. And we can see a big old monster crack, and I'm surprised that didn't break all the way off. But that, and I think I figured out what part of that stuff that's in the pan. I remember years back I had an old K5 Blazer. Get this up here where you can see it. And I had it happen to it, and that's kind of what this looks like. The original GM timing chains back in the day. At first I thought it was a piece of gasket, but it's shaped, you can see how it's shaped like a tooth. Back in the day, in 79, I don't know if they still done it, but I know the earlier small blocks, just from experience of breaking one, the cam gear was some kind of soft metal. I think it was like aluminum or something like that. And then up where the teeth are at, they had this real hard plastic fiber stuff. I don't know exactly what it was, but I do remember how, because it was out hitting some hills in this old K5, and the engine just went nuts and started popping and backfiring and acting crazy. Nursed it home and ripped it apart, and had the same thing land in the engine pan. Took the timing cover, in the oil pan, took the timing cover off, and the cam gear was totally destroyed. It was the teeth were actually curved, and that is kind of what this looks like. You can see, well, I don't know if you can see or not, but it looks like that plastic that's on them old GM cam gears. You can actually see where it looks like a dot. It's like a timing mark. So I'm thinking that's what a lot of that is, which I don't know how I didn't notice it before, because we put the new cam and lifter set in this, and that stuff is just like strung all the way through. But we could put new cam, lifters, timing chain, both gears, but something disintegrated at some point, and it is all over this block. So I don't know, so I'm glad I took it out and took the oil pan and everything off to replace that. So I'll do some more digging. I've got the new oil pump on, steel shaft put in, no biggie. Just trying to get some of the surface of the block cleaned up some, just using, since I power washed it, I'm just using oven cleaner. And it's on there, already done part of it. Seems to be working pretty good. Oven cleaner and an old toothbrush. Boy, this stuff stinks. But seems to be working really well. Now that metal piece that we found, that we believe is one of the lifters that broke when we was taking the cam out. We pulled had the intake off and everything, taking the cam out, or taking the lifters out, and we had a couple of them that gave us a fit. And the guy that was helping me, I was talking to him, he said he remembered a couple of them breaking when we was pulling them, trying to get them up out of the block, because they was hanging up pretty good. Yeah, that works pretty good. Got to get it sprayed down. What I did with that piece, I'd show you, because I got to looking at it, and I did leave it on here. If you can see it now, but there's a ridge. See if you can see that. If you look just to the top, there is a ridge, and as most people know, the push rods, you got the internal piece in the outside case, and you got that little clip that holds it all together. That clip rides on that ridge, and we're pretty sure that's what it was, because I don't quite remember breaking one, but they was telling me there was 4 or 5 of them that we had issues with. So he does remember one of them breaking, so I'm hoping that's what it is. So what I'm going to do is, since these freeze out plugs all look like they're brand new, I'm not going to put the new set in it just in case, because I went all over the inside of this motor, flipping it around, cranking it over, looking for and God knows what. We still got to get that out of there too. It's, you know, could not find anything anywhere. That other stuff I'm pretty sure is from the factory timing chain. So I got to get all that cleaned out. I got all that, you know, the pump has a new screen on it. So new pump, new screen, new shaft, new distributor. And we'll get all that in there. I'm sure this is going to be real nice. We're this thing gets fired up. But now I'm kind of afraid to dump much more money into it, in case there's something really bad internal that I'm not seeing. So we'll find out. Get her back together and get it fired up. Man, this stuff works really good. Get it fired up and get it out in the mud bog, and of course I'll take it out somewhere and romp on it a few times, see if it'll hold together. Nothing real drastic, but we'll take it out and see what she does, because I'm afraid to drop much more into it now than, you know. And this thing's supposed to have 90,000 miles on it. We're just shy of 91,000 according to the title and the odometer. And by the inside, the way that pan looks and all grungy, and it's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but you can, there's a lot of buildup on the crankshaft and connecting rods, and you know, and all that hoopla, some sludge. So if it's only got 90,000 on it, you know, you kind of see it on the rear main. It was a hard 90,000. But I'll get back at it. I'll get this cleaned up and show you what it looks like. Look how shiny clean that oil pan came. Right? Just kidding, this is junk silver paint. But the block did come fairly clean. Rubbed it down with a wire brush a little bit, but yeah, it's coming along. That's probably it for today. But everything came pretty clean. As clean as I'm going to get it anyway. And it was a 2-bolt main, 350, new oil pump. Came with the screen, thank goodness. And you can see the steel shaft, got the steel shaft in it. Got the bottom half of the block, the front of the block, the heads, excuse me, heads, timing chain cover. I still got the hallmark balancer and the pulley, which I ain't going all out. It's just going to be in the mud constantly, so just want to clean it up a little bit. I know it's hard to tell, but since it's got black paint on it, there are a couple spots I missed, but no biggie. It's going to be covered in mud anyway. I didn't get a chance to mess with that. And that's pretty much it for today, because it is starting to get cold. And where did I see that on there? I was going to show you this dipstick. I found something funny. I don't know if I can find it on here. Oh, right here. Give me a second here. Let me wipe this off real quick. I think I found the whole problem with the truck. If it shows up on the camera. Oh, where's it at? Right by... Ah, it ain't gonna come up. This guy has... You can't make it out. Let me see. Yeah, my camera won't focus on it. But right there by my thumb, you can kind of see it there. This is a Ford dipstick in a small block Chevy. There's part of the problem. And so let's run to the junkyard or something, because I'm sure that's not the same length. I thought it was funny, but you can get one from the junkyard for it. Or actually, I'm going to just buy one somewhere. This whole tube's loose, so I'll pick one of them up. I thought it was funny, but that's going to be it for today. And thanks for watching, guys. And Get some of that Go Fast orange put on it and see how she turns out. Alright, thanks for watching.